We'll turn attention to what you just saw now. Now, yes, as you also did see, we're joined now by Laila St, Matthew Daniel, who is a convener, Nigeria Women Mourn. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, quite unfortunate what happened in the federal government college, and it's a good thing. We've also seen lots of parents, alumni, family, friends, almost the entire country speaking up against this. And the essence is to stop this from happening. So far, this Nigeria Women Mourn, how optimistic are you that this will achieve results? Because at the end of the day, it comes down to the strategy of security agencies stopping this to happen.
Well, like in everything else, you know, consistency sometimes breaks through into bottlenecks or makes people take action in an otherwise laid-back situation. I want to believe that there are on-the-ground plans that has been going on which might not have been spoken about, because sometimes in security issues you just have to keep some information back. But where we are not very happy is that you must release some information, at least to show that you're thinking. So we believe that the gathering of the women, you know, because it was a spontaneous thing last week, Wednesday, when I decided to go ahead and I called some few people to, you know, be part of it. And I believe that the way it happened, within 1 week, that I could gather that kind of movement. As a psychologist, and we always say when there is energy, when there is an energy that is pulling upwards, it activates something up there and it will come down. I think that move yesterday shook some otherwise inactivity, and I believe that it's going to be, we'll see the reaction then.
I'm glad you said inactivity, because after that it didn't go past a minute of silence for these young children who were killed, and it was as if the nation moved ahead without making any kind of taking any kind of drastic action against the killings. And what we saw yesterday, the same organized for the first time. I saw on television not the kind of placards that you would ordinarily see people carry, but those were branded T-shirts and placards that you people came up with. Was it the same kind of thing you had with those who were also in London? Because we also saw some women in the UK same day that you had your march in Lagos here.
Well, like in everything else, you find some people, unfortunately, who want to hijack something that is already running. What I had put out on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, was when it started to go viral, London, Benin, and all that. I then realized that I'm a projects-based person, that there needs to be control. So I brought out a guideline, what not to do, what not to say, don't be insightful, no religion, no tribalism, all those things. No brand on the T-shirts, because Nigerian Women Mourn, it's not about an NGO, it's not about you and I, it's about professionals, everybody together. And least cost, it was not funded. So wear what you have and buy white cardboard. And I then gave out slogans, because we needed to be careful and it had to be adhered to. So every other person adhered to it except us in Lagos that I was here. And it was a surprise, because one of us that was supposed to be in the part that I brought around, just like in Benin, Abuja and everything, arrived with a branded T-shirt, arrived with their own placard with their name on it. And it shook me, but I had to be composed. And I said, let's move forward. Although I did get some talk later from the other base, like that why did I say they shouldn't brand when somebody was allowed to? I said, no, I didn't know anything about it. I am an NGO. I didn't brand myself, you understand. And I was very pleased. The Ekiti First Lady, fantastic. When I looked at the pictures, because I have a Facebook, so people can be dropping their pictures into the Facebook Nigeria Women Mourn. So if you go there, you'll see all the droppings. And I was so chuffed that here is a lady, she's the first lady. She could have decided to brand Ekiti, but you'll see it. It was exactly as was given to her. They didn't brand, she was in black, and she had her white placard.
You know, who did you make a kind of formal complaint to the federal government? Because some are already complaining, saying that if a group is saying, well, they don't like education, specifically Western education, and now we have shut unity schools in those areas, is it that we're giving some kind of, or we're conceding to what they don't want in those areas? Did you get in touch with the presidency?
I think it is just wisdom for them to shut the schools down. They should have done that a long time ago and reintegrate the children. I don't want to believe that they've sent them home just like that. So we've said, okay, you've shut it down, laudable, very good. Take them into all the other unity schools down there. Yes, I was a product of unity school in those days. That's what Queen's College and things like that. So take them into all the other unity schools. Don't let them stay at home, because when some groups are saying no education, it makes nonsense of everything, because what's everything that is being used is based on education. Somebody read and then manufactured certain things and which they're using, and they're saying no education. So it's laudable. So let the government, we told the government, because the ones in Abuja, because we told them what to say. And so you make sure that you put them out, even if you have to distribute some of them down south. That's why we rose. We're southerners, but we're all one. North, east, west, we're all one. I know that on Facebook, when I was putting it, some people, in everything you'll have some negative people, said, why didn't the sisters up north demonstrate? Why is it us? And I replied, and quite a few people replied, that we are one Nigeria. If one side cannot have a voice, we can have a voice for them, because we are one. We're women. We understand. We feel you. We feel your pain.
How loud are our voices on this?
Well, it will become louder. If you look back at the civil rights of America, I'll take that one. They didn't just get recognition overnight. It was a continuous protest. Some people lost their continuous, until they just had to hear them and readjust some laws to accommodate. So we keep on protesting, we keep on. In the last 2 weeks, all kinds of protests has been going on, simultaneously. It's just that this one, the way I organized it, I just pulled it out. And so people saw Nigerian Women Mourn. But it's been going on, and I told someone, I said, I believe that it's not in vain, that there's something going to happen.